let's go with your question.
I just want to share the experience about the way you experience Mother Ayahuasca. I experienced at Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia,
Gaia,
which is the earth, and it's the entity which is the soul of earth, and everything happens live in that soul. And the way we access it through ayahuasca is basically when you start, as we talk, is the journey. You start from experience at first, it's really intense, it's crazy, you go insane. After that, you get a little bit used to it. You ask the Mother Ayahuasca to be more gentle with you and your journey, and then we go further and you start understand and seeing the ego and how the ego start shredding it down. And this is the beginning of the start everything. And from there, I just matching my experience with what we hear today. From there, then you go and based on your attentions or what you ask, you start receiving what was your your attention to be there in the beginning. So it's to me it's and really interesting because most of the people say the same thing. It's like a really wise old
lady,
female entity.
Yes.
This is really interesting. People experience pretty much same thing.
Yes.
Everyone say pretty much same thing exactly. And to me, it wasn't like ayahuasca. It was Mother Gaia, which is the earth we live, and the consciousness which live here. But in normal tune, we cannot access it because the ego is too loud.
Yes.
We cannot see it. But when the ego is dissolved by medicine, ayahuasca, then we literally start to see what's going on behind what we're experiencing as a life.
Yeah, I should, maybe it is a good time to say what makes it a little opening. We have two sides of our brain. One side of our brain, which is left, is for the logic, for memory, for planning. Right side is for experiencing life. Left side record whatever right side experience. Right side does not record. One of the clips I put into the thing showed a lady who was a doctor, who's a neurologist, and researching for this. She had a stroke that she left. The stroke was on the left side of her brain. So the right side was experiencing life at the time of stroke, which life is so joyful. And she haven't felt it any time before because the attention comes into the right side. The minute comes there, she forget about that she's dying in 10 minutes or in an hour or so. She's just experiencing life and it's so joyful. And then suddenly she remembers, oh, I have problem. And then she works around that. So it is what all these psychedelic would do. Our attention so far is on the left side because as a kids does not put in the attention in one area. For instance, your kids, when it's on the right side, it just wander around, keep on going, not knowing that she's going to get lost or he's going to get lost because he's a kid, he's going to go and is experiencing life and it just keep on going. And then suddenly he realizes he comes to the left side. Oh, I'm lost. Where is this place? I don't know. And start to cry. So before she comes into the left side, she didn't know she's in trouble. She's anytime. Now, we as a human, we are all attention. Any place is our attention, we are that. Now, the problem is they taught us to be thinking because we need to develop our thinking. We need to get our rational working. The right person is to be able to balance. You have to know your address. If you don't have the left side of your brain, you don't have the address. The right side only experience life. Now, the problem is in an old Iranian Mitraism, after 16 or 17 years old, the person would take him through the ceremony and would show them how to get out of the left side, which means come to real life. Don't grab the stick of the broom and think it's a horse, you know. We still 90 years old, we still hang on to this horse because our thinking, we got trapped in a left side. And if what ayahuasca does, it grabs your attention, bring it to the right side, and you're going to experience the whole beauty of life there. We will go through the third night. I'm going to explain. So the spirituality is on the right side. You know, where did God came? You know, sometimes it just, how did the concept of God got to the human? Why? Somehow has to get into to us. So it's all through the brain. It's not from outside. This, what I really like about this Nassim Haramein, this scientist Iranian, he says, isn't the universe expanding? And it's not expanding horizontally, expanding in every direction, right? The universe is expanding. And the scientists are working to see how this expansion happened. This scientist, the first time in the whole world, he says, is expanding like a balloon. I want to know who is blowing to this balloon. You understand? He wants to know what's going on in the whole thing. We don't know. These out-of-body experience or paranormal experience or whatever you want to call it, you know, it's all has happened to the right side of people. People are not crazy when they talk about this. You know, I've seen this and this and that and that and that. They experience through the right side of brain. Now, what Rumi does and other thinkers, they bring their attention through constantly working, not identifying with the thought, which is on the left side. They keep looking at the thought without giving value to it. And then thought sees that. And then slowly, the person gets what the meditation does is supposed to get you out of that. And once you're out of there, where is other side of the brain? So you get to the right side and you're going to feel the joy, you're going to feel the love. Once the Rumi says, love is the universal and is between all of us, it's all come from there. So let's just stop the thing from here and we come back to it. Thank you very much.